Hey, y'all, watch this.
The original Walton that got us into Mummers.
If it wasn't me, there'd be no Jersey String Band.
No, if it
No,
wasn't
there's
for
no Steve.
No Steve. Well, no Steve, then
Then no you.
And I was number 3.
Then
I mean,
you came on, and then they
technically-
recruited Little Pat, and then I was a package deal with Little Pat.
if there was no Brian Parks, there would be no me. He's the one that...
You mean Steve didn't recruit you? It was Brian? We've been blaming Steve all these years?
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of the Jersey String Band podcast. I'm your host, Alex,
I'm Captain Pat Walton.
and our guest today is
Chris Walton, the other Walton.
the middle.
The middle one, yep.
The middle child.
One of the reasons why we're all here today.
All right, explain that.
Okay, well, at my job, I had a guy that was a marshal for Broomall String Band. Somehow we got talking about, the string bands, and I grew up watching it as a little kid. What?
They're tuning downstairs.
It's hilarious because I can hear that more than I can hear you. Bring that
Sorry.
mic a little closer to you, please, sir.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, that's
definitely better.
All right, so guy at work told me in a string band. I said, yeah, I always wanted to do it. I came out. I think it was the practice before New Year's of. It was 2012 because 2013 was my first parade. They said they needed help marshaling. That's when I contacted Alex. He said, sure, he'll come out.
Contacted me as well, but I had Dominic at the time, and I had
okay.
nobody to watch because we were all talking about it New Year's Eve.
Yeah. So
I wasn't able to do that year. I had Dominic, which there's nothing wrong with having a little one that you need to spend time with.
No. And that's basically how the gist of it. Started doing that. Then every year, following year, little Pat came out, and you tagged along with him.
Mm-hmm.
And it just snowballed into all the Waltons joining, and
Now this.
years later, here we are.
Yeah. Nothing like a good 12 years go by so quick, doesn't it?
Man, I can't
12.
Believe, I can't believe
Is
this.
this 11?
Well,
2013.
13 was the first parade for me.
so
and
he
Alex.
came out in 12, so end of 12. So, yeah, okay. So it's 11 plus.
Oh, no, 2000. Not 2012.
It was literally 2 days left in 2012
Yeah.
that I joined.
So it's 2013.
Yeah.
Please forgive me that I'm off by 6 months.
It's 2 days.
12 hours?
Okay.
Okay. So,
Yes.
now that we understand where you came from,
Yeah.
Well, we know.
well, that's besides the fact. But
So you played a banjo for
Yes.
us.
Play the banjo. Well, I started out as marshalling for Broomall. And then one show they asked if I wanted to dress like a girl. I said, I got no problem doing that.
do it anyway.
I was the lunch lady. Construction year. I'm not quite sure what year that was. But that was my first introduction above the scene instead of being behind.
2016 parade.
2016. And before all that, I did all the, special effects, the confettis. That was always fun, shooting out confetti.
We'll
Setting
get into
everything up.
confetti a little later on.
Oh, sorry. I'm jumping too far ahead.
But it's a
But yes, I am a banjo player. It's fun.
Strum along.
Yep.
Hey, I'm
Strum-
learning. Hey, listen. Alex plays banjo. You play banjo. Dad plays banjo. I'm learning banjo. We just need a mountain. We can have the Waltons.
yeah.
See, Alex, they get
Maybe one year
It's the show, the TV show. I understand.
maybe one year we'll have like a mountain theme, and we'll just have all the Waltons on a mountain on the back, see if they understand it.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably. There's a couple Waltons within the string bands, but
We just get Can we put a picture of Tommy up in there?
yeah,
He's gonna have his face on the top of the mountain. Nobody needs to know why.
he's got to be in the Bowser uniform.
Yes, yes. But just a picture of him on the mountain, I think, would make it all work out.
Yeah.
Our cousin.
Yeah.
All right, let's get all the normal questions out of the way.
Okay.
Favorite theme?
Favorite theme? I wasn't a part of it, or I was, back being a marshal. Would probably be the Alice in Wonderland theme with Broomall. The costumes looked amazing. I really liked the score or the play. The music we played that year, and a lot of the props were nice. The big caterpillar.
Oh God, the cat. Yeah. There's a story behind that. We're just gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah.
The hoops. We needed one.
Yeah.
The table was fun though. We did wire that table.
Yes, that was pretty cool. That was my first time playing with electronic. Well, I don't know if you want to get into confetti now, but electronic controls to launch confetti. That was pretty interesting setting that up.
Yeah. It was fun. Yeah, I mean, I love making all the props.
Yeah, those are probably some of my favorites. The Hatter suits.
The Hatter suits are amazing.
All right, your favorite Mum song?
Under a Blanket of Blue. Don't know why, but that song just strikes something with me.
Hey, it's mine too. So
it's really good. I mean, it's got the highs, the lows. It just goes together really nice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful arrangement we have with that. That's a Johnny Jordan arrangement.
Yeah, I know. If I ever got, I want to get a Jersey string band tattoo. Our logo. I want to get banjos, and I want to have that, like the music sheet of that behind everything.
Okay.
So it'll be a part of a tattoo. I think that'll be really cool looking.
Was it gonna be like a sleeve or like a leg?
Nah, well, kind of something on my leg. It'll just be like the Jersey symbol, the state of Jersey, and it says Jersey through it. And then probably have banjos, and instead of having just like musical notes in the background, it will be Under a Blanket of Blue.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool idea.
Got it all thought out already.
Hey,
Gotta get it done,
yeah.
Clouds.
Clouds.
No clouds. All right. Well then, how about your favorite suit that you've been in?
My favorite suit. I didn't think about that one. I honestly like the once again, it's not Jersey, but the babies. I like that big baby costume.
Okay.
The big moo.
Yeah,
Oh,
being in the handheld crib.
that's right. You were.
Yeah.
That's well. Not the lunch lady.
I like the
Lunch lady was fun. Yeah, I don't mind wearing wigs, but just the whole the something about that baby suit was really cool to me.
I wanted the halter top.
No, it's not gonna happen.
No.
I wanted the halter top.
I know I'm big, but I don't like showing my midriff.
You could get one of them fake ones.
Yeah, but
It
is what it is.
We could have gave you abs. Just sprayed them on.
Well, you tell him to do it, then you do it.
I'll follow suit after you.
I got we got something for you this year. That's all.
If I want a 6-pack, I want like a 6-pack of beer, just to make it real fun.
That'd be interesting.
That could be done.
Okay.
Yeah, I can get the cans. I can.
Don't we have all those?
I can get empty cans.
No, we have all those lids. We have all those can lids.
I can
remember?
get them too.
We have all those cans. We had a whole sleeve of can lids. That's what we made all the coins out of this year.
Okay.
So they were literally beer tops from like a canning from a brewery that we had donated to us. They donated us a whole sleeve of tops, and we took them and sprayed them.
Yeah,
different
that's
colors.
easy enough.
They were the
just put,
coins.
We made them our coins this year in the treasure chest.
Nice.
But it would be funny actually to have the cans.
Yeah.
Yes.
At the end, pop one off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know if the city would enjoy that one.
I think a few people would have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't need again. I don't need that.
No, we don't have to.
We don't need to have another specialty training session for the following year.
No more, please.
Yeah, if we don't need to.
No. It's always good to have proper training.
Yes.
It needs to be inclusive for everyone.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
We want everyone. Look, they took us 3.
Yeah, really. And that's as diverse as you can get, I guess.
3 different personalities.
Oh, yeah.
Can't you tell we're brothers?
Okay.
All right. Favorite parade?
Yes.
Favorite
Thanks, Doug.
parade, okay. Well, I have a lot of ones I like. You know, a lot of people said the West Cape May Parade, that's really great. The Alleyway Parade, that's always fun. But I think this year, or last year technically, I don't know if you consider it a parade, but when we were on the boardwalk in Ocean City in the summertime, that the energy from the crowd was just amazing. I mean, I know we get a lot of energy from West Cape May, but just the feedback from everybody down the boardwalk was just amazing. Even the last parade we did, you know, we spent the night in the shore down there. Then there's like a little street block party thing the next day, like a little farmer's market. Just walk on there. Someone came up to me and asked me, because you were in the string band last night on the parade. I'm like, yeah, because your energy was just ecstatic. You're just contagious. Whatever you're doing, crowds feeding off of you, and as they're feeding off you, you're bringing it back at them. I said, that's what we do. We're here to have fun.
Yeah.
Play music, make you smile. If you smiled, great. You know, I did my job.
Yeah. I love the Ocean City Boardwalk parades. They're so great. I mean,
I get to experience them this year.
Yeah. Yeah, Alex, there's nothing like it. I mean, really, the boardwalk parades are completely different than any other parade we do all year.
Yeah, I guess you could say it's more of an intimate setting because me to you to the people right next to us. I mean, you know, during a parade,
and we
got
bring the
street
crowd
around,
with us. The crowd follows us down the boardwalk. And you've done the North Wildwood parade with the String Band Association, right? Like we did this past year.
Yeah, with Brumont.
Okay. Did you do it this past year with us? I can't remember. No, you weren't there this year.
No, I was somewhere. I don't know what I was doing.
But it's
away.
literally 4 blocks that you have to go. And you have to go from either 6th Street or 12th or 14th Street, and you end up at 10th. And then you meet up with the other band. You got an hour to go each direction.
Yeah, and
it's so much fun because you can just sit there and interact with the people and just sit there and play a song.
And you're the only thing that's going down the boardwalk. It's not like
it's
a parade, really. You're the
main entertainment.
Yeah.
And
until you get to the next band.
And then it's even when you get with the next band, even when you get head to head with the next band, you sit there and each play songs for each other.
I think
that's so cool.
That right there is what really gets the energy going, is when you meet up with the other band. Another thing I really like, being on the boardwalk down the shore, it's not just people from South Philly. You know, when we do the parades, they know what mummers are. They're expecting what we have. It's diversity of people there. You know, they're from all over the world. They're coming down to the boardwalk. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many people ask me, goes, what are you guys? Are you just a band? Got to explain what a mummer was.
Yep.
Like, wow, we never even knew this stuff existed.
Yeah, it's contagious. I mean, and the music we play is happy music.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard not to get excited when we play music.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
You know?
I don't think there is a sad mummer song. I mean, there may be, maybe one or two, but most of the ones.
There's a few.
If you look deep into them,
unfortunately there are. But I mean, no. For what we do in those parades, you're playing traditional mummer songs that everybody recognizes, and everybody's a kid.
Yeah,
and it's so much fun. It is so much fun. I agree with you. They are some of the best, and like the energy is just amazing. Yeah, I mean, doesn't matter how hot it is; it's still amazing.
Yeah, I mean, that's a funny thing with the suits. I mean, no matter how heavy they are, when you're playing, you don't notice it. You don't notice you're wearing a 20-pound suit or whatever. You're feeding off everybody, and all that just goes completely away. Mm-hmm. You're just playing to them, and like you said before, it's that little 1-year-old over there dancing by himself, and then there's that grandma over there in the wheelchair just going ape crap, just having a ball because
she's back to the same age, same as the happiness as that 1-year-old is having a ball. It
really is a good feeling.
Good little sensor you just did there.
You like that, right? Yeah. This is a family program.
Thank you. Well, I mean,
yeah,
it'll help you later in the editing. So
yeah, good little. But
it's
yeah. So
it's a lot of fun.
That's what I'm looking forward to again this year. So
yeah, we'll be on there.
It's nice that they have us back. That they want us back because I
mean, it is fun doing my hometown parade in Williamstown, but with some of my schedules, the past couple of years, I haven't been able to make it. But, the Ocean City one is just amazing to me.
Yeah. I mean, all the towns we do parades in, they're so great to work with. Definitely love doing all the parades that we do. So nothing against if we don't mention your parade. It's not that we don't enjoy it. It's just certain ones have different feelings.
Yeah,
to
have
them,
a certain
different
feeling
reason.
to them. That's
Yeah. I mean, it's so much fun.
And if you don't have us at your parade, and maybe invite us.
Yeah. All it takes is an invite,
Hopefully we'll be able to make it.
Yeah. Especially if it's not on the, Memorial Day, When everybody has the same parade time on the same day and, on Memorial Day. I mean, we could be at 10 different parades on Memorial Day.
yeah.
And it's so hard. Well, no. We get invites for up to 10 different parades that day. So we can go, and we can go anywhere we want.
But they're all at 10 o'clock.
They're all at 10 o'clock in the morning. It makes it difficult for us. And we like to support the people that support us. So it's hard for us to go, we're not going to come to you this year. We're going to go there. I mean, it's not right to them. So, but we want to come to your town. We want to 52 weeks in a year.
I mean, if you have, it's a Saturday night in the middle of summer parade for no reason. Let us know.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's
for
all
us.
it is.
Yeah.
Got a car show? We'll do a car show.
Car show. We go to Pennsauken and do their car show. That's a
We'll do weddings.
Weddings. Yeah.
A funeral.
Birthday
if you want
parties.
us to do a funeral, we'll do a funeral.
Oh, we've done a couple New Orleans style funerals. They were kind of unique. It's a different way of doing things. It's a celebration.
Grand openings, golf course.
Yeah. Library. We opened up a library.
Charity
after COVID.
Events.
So, but it's a lot of fun.
All of a sudden, this becomes a commercial.
This is our commercial part of the interview.
This podcast is
And if you would
sponsored by
like to
Jersey String Band.
sponsor,
Yes. And
we have many sponsor opportunities.
yes, there's sponsorship opportunities for not only this podcast but our social media. There's so many different chances you can do to help us out because it takes an army to do what we do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, moving on.
Well, I got some. Go what you're going to
Or,
go
well,
to.
no, you do you.
Okay, so one question I noticed, at least I don't think you've asked. I watched just about every episode. I think maybe I missed the last one. Did you ever ask what got you into mummery?
Yeah, almost every episode.
Okay. Well, because I don't pay attention then, do I?
That's usually one of the first things.
Well, I always remember,
what was the first question we asked you today?
You asked me what got me into the band.
Well,
What got you into mummery?
Well, to me, that's what got... There are two different questions in my book. It's what got you into the band and what got you into it in the first place. To me, there's one name that stands out. I get all of you guys is Bob Shannon.
okay.
Growing up, you guys know, going to grandmom's on New Year's Day, I couldn't wait to watch.
Okay,
Quaker
so
City.
you're saying what got you liking it, or
Yes, what got you liking it? What got you? Because if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
I always wanted to grow up to be, a captain of a string band, watching Bob Shannon, that tall guy that was strutting down the street.
Couldn't miss him.
No, I mean,
He looked 6 feet tall on the 19-inch TV we used to watch.
and funny enough, years later,
Yeah.
I actually went to school with his son. His name was Shannon. I'm like, you relate to Bob? He goes, yeah, it's my dad. And he's a tall guy, too. I said, your dad had a lot of part of me growing up, getting into all this stuff. And
one of my friend's mother went to school and they kind of dated a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. When they were younger.
Younger.
But,
No, it's-
and she was in it then, so
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100% because that was New Year's Day. I mean, New Year's Day was you woke up New Year's Day, the parade's on TV, and when they said string bands are coming up next, we all jumped in the car and went the Mums.
Mums, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're only 5 minutes
Yeah.
away, but we would usually get there either as the first band's performing or just before the first band performed. And we would all watch and then go have, our pork and sauerkraut and dumplings and
I just remember the only thing I remember of that is they were on a TV and I just remember like sparkles. I don't know why.
You're pretty young. When,
I didn't
when she
realize.
passed, so it was.
But I mean, you know who Bob Shannon is. I mean, I guess I didn't know that he was in Quaker City or anything like that. But
No, and you know what though? Honestly, most people, for the most part, most people don't know the difference between each band.
No.
They have not a clue in the world.
yeah,
You
and
know-
honestly, before I even got into this, I didn't know there was that many bands. You know what I mean? I didn't even know. To be honest with you, I didn't realize there was even a Broomall string band until you was like, "Oh," I said, "Yeah, okay, sure, I'll come."
Yeah.
But I mean, you heard about Furco, you heard about Frailinger, but those are really only two that I ever knew of. I didn't realize it was.
Yeah, it was always Quaker City for me because, like I said, just known as Bob Shannon, and I'd always ask Mom, "When's the Quaker City go yet? Are they coming up?" She said, 2 more
I remember
bands, 2 more
one of the
bands."
bands came out to
For my mom's birthday.
one of her birthday. Yeah, I remember them come around the corner.
Yeah, Polish American.
It was Polish.
It was
American.
Polish American.
Polish American, because Pop.
Yeah,
always-
they were Polish. So.
yeah. Pop had friends that were from from when being at the tugboats and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, but yeah, no, with being on the pier and stuff, he had.
But yeah,
friends, so.
to go back, I mean that was a tradition.
Yeah,
String bands and pork, sauerkraut,
pork and sauerkraut.
roast pork,
Yeah, roast
That
pork
was
and
New Year's-
sauerkraut.
dumplings.
Dumplings. We
That
still
was-
do the roast pork. And
That was your
sauerkraut.
good luck for the year,
a good
Start
luck,
the year
good
off with
Polish luck.
pork and sauerkraut.
Yep. But no,
And
no.
Entenmann's or tasty cakes, whatever they were.
That's Steve's right there.
Yes.
Tasty and
No, but-
the little Reese cups.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
always in the jar. That's what I remember them.
Yeah. No, but I mean, it was every year. Every year we would always go over to my mom's and watch it. And then I know for a little bit we used to go to Kathy and Jeff's and watch
Yeah,
it there.
yeah.
I think one time, I remember one time, and I don't remember what year it was, but I remember Broomall came through after they came back from Philly.
In
They
National
watched
Park.
there in National Park.
Oh, that's right. When they lived in National Park.
Because they lived down by the battlefield.
Yeah, yeah. I don't remember that, but I do remember that was a staple, and for me, it's every year waiting for the string bands to come on.
Yeah.
Now we
Now
still
it's like
wait.
full circle. Yeah, we still wait.
Now we go down there and wait for the string bands to come on.
Yeah, but we wait for ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a bigger excitement than.
There's
Just sitting
there's
there.
nothing like being in the parade.
Yeah. There.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of talk about that parade. It's like there's a lot of hurry up and waits, but getting walking down that street, seeing that judging stand right there, just the adrenaline starts going.
Yeah. Well,
Keep going
that's-
through your head. Okay, what am I going to do? Don't mess this up. Just
Well, there's a picture that I took behind the band this year, and you see the lights, and you just see the band, and I think that's you don't see any faces.
no.
I was like, that's what we see.
That's
You
what
know,
all this practice.
2 minutes before we get on, and that's the worst. That's the worst hurry up and wait because
It is.
you just want to go up there and then line up and then do it.
See, I don't. Yeah, you did the old route.
Yeah,
Where you turn
once.
around, then there's like a band or two in front of you, and you see it. But now it's like you're walking down, you're seeing, okay, next block is closer. Next block is a little bit closer. So I've just turned the corner. It's like the first time I saw those lights, I'm like, not even being a playing member, you can feel the chills.
Yeah.
No
And-
nostalgic of what you're about to take part in.
And when you're up there, in the queue, waiting for the band in front of you go, you don't see them perform, you hear them perform, then you
You hear pops. of the
hear
confetti.
pops of confetti, and then
You hear the crowd.
and then you hear the crowd. If there's I guess something happens within the performance, and you're like, oh, we're next,
Yeah.
we're coming up next. This is.
See, that's one thing.
And then you kind of almost don't want their show to end, because then
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing I don't think you hear that much on TV. I mean, granted, all the microphones are pointing to the band, you hear all the band, but the reaction of the crowd during the performance
Oh yeah,
is.
absolutely.
I'm pretty sure you may hear real little on TV. I mean, if you're watching on YouTube and you got your earphones in, you might hear something, but the reaction from the crowd, that and the lights at you, and you see the judges, you see the little TV guys over there, and it's
Angelo sitting right there.
Angelo's sitting right up front.
Can't miss him.
Can't miss Angelo. You gotta love him though. Angelo's Angelo. You gotta love Angelo.
Yeah.
it's almost you gotta block that out and focus on what you're doing instead of if you're just sitting there staring. That when you're lining up waiting, that's when you can really get a good look. It's like, okay, I saw what I want to see,
and
Now-
that's it.
Now, talking about crowd, I have a memory right now off the top of my head that with the crowd reaction when we're in the middle of a performance in the judging area was the year Little Pat played the buckets.
Yes.
When he played those buckets in front of the judges, and the whole band was quiet, it was just him beating on the drum, beating on those buckets as a drum. And when he stopped, the crowd just went nuts. And that right there was such an amazing thing because I'm hiding behind a prop, technically in front of him, while he's doing it. I'm able to watch it. It was so cool.
I can honestly say I don't remember any performance in front of the judges.
Really?
I do not.
Well, no.
They're all a blur.
They do become a blur.
They're all a blur.
They do become a blur because you come out there and you do your performance, and it's I have certain little memories that I have that I can remember from the day. And, I've always I was told when my first year as captain is to make sure you have someone take photos of everything because it's going to go by like that and you'll never be able to remember everything that happens that day. And we're very lucky to have our mom, document everything.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. But that Little Pat in front of there, the crowd reaction when that door dropped down when you were the brick house.
Yeah, I remember
that was pretty good.
Sitting in or standing in the in our little food cart, just getting ready. I can see the people right behind me going, "Oh, look, he's getting ready to go. He's getting ready to go." I'm getting listening for my cue, then bang, and that's it. And then
you know what?
It's a blur.
This just jogged something. The 2013 parade I was in, we did the doctor's year, and then I was in the ambulance, and I had to push the gurney out so now Pete, I guess, catches it, and then he's doing a surgery. And I do remember now not in the performance, but at the show of shows, we didn't push out the gurney, we pushed out Jimmy Broomall. Yeah. Remember he had the wig?
He had the wig on, yeah.
And I remember that crowd reaction.
Yeah, they like that.
Yeah.
Because, and talk about, first year, I don't know what the heck I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I remember getting off the bus, and there was a pair of a bottom half of a mannequin wearing jeans that was supposed to go under the sheet on the gurney. I'm like, oh, what the heck is this?
Yeah, you came day of. I mean, I was a couple of days
picked me
before,
up.
But yeah, I saw some of the props, but then you literally fresh off the bus.
Yeah.
Into this world of
I don't know.
What's
Like,
going
I'm not
on?
sure what I'm doing. I'm like, I don't even know what. I wind up helping push a backdrop, and then I was pushed into the ambulance. And
Yeah,
when you
because
have four walls around you and the floor is moving at the same time, yeah, that's
because one of the first performances, we had, I think, out of Washington, one of the streets we stopped and performed. They tried pushing it on its own, and it got stuck in the door. And the ambulance kept going. And Pete's trying to grab on the gurney, pulled out.
It got stuck, and because there was like two lips.
Yeah.
Like when it comes around, there's a lip on the bottom, and it got stuck on, I guess where the wheel is.
Yeah.
And I was trying. The thing's moving, the ambulance moving. I'm walking. I'm trying to move the gurney. The gurney's moving at the same time. Finally, we were able to get it out.
Yeah.
I don't know why that jogged my memory there.
So long ago, you're trying to bury it down between other things.
It sounds like a stressful situation.
The only other time it was little the Alice in Wonderland year. At the beginning of the show,
Oh yeah,
Alice was up front.
on like a little rock or something, right?
Yeah, and I had to push, but it was It was still cold,
CO2.
so it was freezing every now and then. So we had to,
CO2.
yeah. But no, was it CO2?
Yeah, it was a CO2
I thought
fire extinguisher.
Yeah, fire extinguisher. And so, luckily it worked, but it like jammed at first. So if you watch the performance, I was a little off. Yeah. And then the construction year, I was in the porta potties, and someone did mention, oh, who's that guy all dressed up? Because I was dressed up too as a construction worker, but I had to sound the bell or something because like it doubled.
There was a switch on the side to where the band. It was like a power switch.
Yeah.
That tripped.
No. There was also supposed to be a whistle that went off at the beginning that did not fire.
I squeezed it and it was just like flat. Like there was nothing to it.
There was no all the air.
all the
air went out of it.
I was squeezing it and it just never did.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. It was a working whistle.
Yeah.
It was a working whistle.
I honestly didn't know about that.
Yeah.
No, there was a working whistle. It got broken the morning of.
But it was working.
It didn't get packaged correctly. Broke the morning of. We actually had help from Duffy to fix it.
Okay.
Duffy helped us fix it, and it was working. And we did it every time up into the judging area, up until like our last performance area. It worked fine. We had a fresh tank, put a fresh tank on there. Nothing, did not work.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember Pete going because it didn't go off because it was supposed to be a whistle
To start the band.
you know, like a work whistle, you know, but it just
didn't work.
it didn't work. And you know, there's so many failures in front of the judging area for every band. It's not even funny.
Yeah, see, that's one of the things I like about the whole mummer community. So much, I mean, not a lot, but things go wrong during our performances that nobody knows of but ourselves.
Yes.
And then we get to laugh at it.
The construction year too, the backdrop.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you want to get into that, but
No, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
No, the backdrops.
But, like, listen,
but it actually it was
It
like one of them
worked.
happy accidents because it actually kind of looked
Yeah.
decent. in
The
a way.
artist was really mad.
Yeah,
She
but-
was really, really mad. I don't know if that's why she moved away afterwards, but she didn't come back after that. But yeah, it was a bad situation. You know, we were a little light on marshals. It was an extremely windy day, and I made the decision to keep the backdrops folded closed once they were put together because they were 7 back pieces that you need 2 marshals per.
Yeah.
I think we had 15 marshals for the day. So we bolted them together because they were only 8 feet wide. So we were allowed 24. So I bolted them together to 24 so we could, still maneuver them together. Mm-hmm. But they weren't in the right order.
You get up there to the block before and lift them up like, oh, that's not right.
I was livid.
And then we learned to number the backdrops.
Well, it was an era of not verifying that things were correctly and trusting other people to do things.
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. I mean, things you learn from your mistakes, and it was a happy accident because honestly, with the backdrops folded down the way they were, the way we have them for storing and moving,
it looked more like a
it looked like
site.
a construction scene. It just originally we had a whole city skyline that was all like it was all out. It was a black outline city line. You had the Ben Franklin Bridge. You had City Hall. You had everything all in the nice. It would have looked nice, all glittered up, all detailed up. But it just ended up with wood.
And then again, that's another one of those happy mistakes that nobody knows about. And we still performed. We still had fun.
Yeah, I still came up there.
No one was the wiser. So
Yep. That was my first performance as a costume performer.
that's right.
So then next year I was captain.
Yeah,
How things work out.
that's the progression of it from Walton.
Walton, you show up. Yeah, I can marshal. Pat, you should be chief marshal. What do you do? I'm in charge of everything now. How am I in charge of everything now? I got suckered in on that one.
I was chief marshal for a parade.
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland, I think.
Yeah. No, I was chief for Alice in Wonderland.
One of them, I think it was Alice in Wonderland, because I remember crawling underneath that table.
Well, I know I crawled on there a lot too to fill everything up, and
Or maybe it was I don't know, one of the years.
I think it might have been the rodeo.
Was it rodeo?
Yeah.
because you were chief marshal.
I was chief
until
marshal
then.
until the rodeo.
Oh, maybe it was Marshall. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe it
because I was
that.
chief for for those for the camping.
That's one
and
thing I
else.
do not want to do.
It works out.
Just give me a confetti cannon.
Yeah.
I know what to do with
All
it.
right, now let's talk about the confettis.
All right, let's go.
What is your idea?
Was it my idea?
Yeah.
Idea for what?
What do you want to do with confetti?
Well, no.
I wanna make the
no,
biggest-
How did you?
Well, how I got into confetti was the 13 parade. There was a box of confetti and a box of launchers just sitting there. I'm like, Pete, what do you want me to do with this? He goes, I don't know. Set them off. Okay, when? Talk to him. He'll tell you when to do it. And from that day, just loading up, listen to the music, know when to set everything off. And from there on, I just got creative with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's certain parts of the music. Well, there are certain
It's like the
parts-
Swedish chef.
certain parts you put
Boychi,
the
boychi,
birdie, birdie, ding,
birdie,
ding,
birdie, hurdy, birdie. Fruity, fruity, fruity. Anyhow,
All right, let's get back to this, please.
But
Confetti.
there's I guess you can say there's kind of an art to it where there's certain breaks in the music or certain beats you want to set it off to, and it's just getting enough people to pay attention and to
it's half the battle.
half the battle.
Most of the battle.
Following instructions.
Loading the right confetti at the time.
Nowadays,
We
a
had
little tough.
Yes.
now we've gone to like the preloaded twist ones. The other one
Yes.
back in the day it was
Well, you got to make sure you
it was a 24
make
inch
sure
tube.
they're up.
Make sure they're facing the right way.
Yeah, it was a 24 inch tube with you slide the sleeve of confetti in there and you pull it out, and we had confetti and we had streamers.
Yeah.
I don't remember what parade it was, but the guy loaded streamers for the first shot. The streamers should have been the finale shot. So I pull my confetti, that goes off. I look over and I see streamers going. I'm like, oh no! So at the end we switched them. So then it was streamers and confetti, and
I forget which performance it was, but I remember I was going to go around and tell everybody when to fire the confetti shots, and it literally everybody was supposed to go right down the row, and I went now, and someone 3 rows down.
that was we
forget
had like
what year-
trees set up for that one, right?
No, that wasn't that one.
No.
That one worked good. It was another parade where someone just fired it off like 2 before they were supposed to. So it was like, all right.
Yeah, I know the Camping World got me upset because there was another one of those. I had the electronics set up for it, and it was hurry up and wait, but it was hurry up and we're going to play right now. So I didn't have time to. Everything was loaded. I just didn't fill the air up because I didn't want anything to leak. And there's Pete up there stomping on the switch trying to get it go off, and nothing ever went off.
Yeah, that was also the broken. That was also the.
No, was that Alice?
No. The Alice
No,
one,
Alice
we
one
had
worked.
the table. It was a dock.
No, we
There
had
was a dock
we
set
had
up
we
for
had
Pete.
2 docks up front, and we had problems.
Camping.
We had problems.
Yeah,
with
it's camping gear. Then we had
It was supposed to be a big confetti shot at the end.
I made
That you triggered off like a foot pedal for like an old high beam system.
I had a tomahawk I made for Pete. That was a giant confetti cannon.
Yeah.
That went off pretty good.
Oh
so-
yeah.
Yeah. Then we had the tree confetti shots that all fired off good,
Yeah,
which
that-
we fired
that-
off
that's
in
what I was thinking of,
rows.
yeah.
And we had people firing off, and we had, I was at one row, you were at another row.
No, I was the main tree.
Oh, you were
where Pete climbed up
Yes,
to
yes.
do that one song because as he was changing out there, I was putting the cylinder
were-
in his back pocket. I was running the hose up his shirt.
Yeah.
So he had the nozzle in his hand.
Yeah, you were literally hooking.
As he's dancing, I'm shoving the
You're
confetti
wiring them
cannon
up.
in there and wiring them up. ready
That's
to
one of
go.
my favorite kind of props is when the captain goes up on this whatever it might be.
Yeah, it was just a setup.
Whether it's a a big gigantic dog at the end or whatever. Whenever the captain goes up onto something, that's always.
I gotta admit, I did enjoy being on top of that pirate ship this year.
Yeah, that looked good.
The pirate ship was good. It's a shame I couldn't get back up on there or something later. But the ship sunk, so kind of hard to get back on the pirate ship if it already sunk.
Yeah, it's not good.
But I got up on there for 20 seconds. And it was fun.
I mean, it was fun. Like this year, my middle son came out. That was his first parade, my wife's first parade. And they really enjoyed, seeing the background of everything, understanding the hurry up and wait deal,
And they were great help. I mean, they were very good. I mean, even Logan, we dropped Logan on Logan laid.
Oh, he's laying on the floor.
On the floor.
Because it's windy.
He had the best performance area.
Yeah, he could see everything.
He
He just laid down the whole time.
He laid on the ground at the front line of the performance, watched the entire performance, and then just goes, pop.
Yep.
The joys of being small and can fit inside.
Being small and fitting things. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
I mean, if you're short, we need you. I mean, we can fit you somewhere where, you'll get the best view of the parade.
He could watch the entire show.
And all you gotta do is listen to one cue at the very end, and that's it, and pow.
Yep. And it was very easy because we were literally all right in front of him bowing, and all he had to do was fire when we stood up.
Yeah.
And he popped right away, and we were good. So it worked out. So
Yeah, I mean, I hope for more confetti this year.
What's your thoughts on this theme?
Spy theme, I think it's gonna be pretty cool.
yeah.
I'm understanding I'm gonna be a doctor who does evil.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
I
I don't know how much you want to give out, so that's why.
Well, no, we're not going to give much out, but I think you're going to have. We need a yin to my yang.
Yeah.
So if I'm the good guy, we need a bad guy.
That I have no problem with. I mean, we're brothers, so we fight naturally. So I'm pretty sure dealing with music's gonna be even more fun.
A dance fight it is.
You two can
I'm
fight.
down for that.
You two can fight.
Yeah.
I'll sit and watch and not
sit and watch.
know what not to do.
Hey, that didn't work there. That worked there. I could use that against him, and I could use that against him.
Well, you're the youngest, so you can be the instigator.
No, I'll just know what to not to do.
I don't know. Alex could be Mad Max. We'd be good to go.
I'm good.
Have you come out and go, Mom, they're fighting, and Mom comes out and grabs some part.
No, I just, I see a big razor in your future. That's all.
That's fine with me.
So,
I mean,
I'm not too far off.
There's a lot of cool songs that can go with the spy theme. There's a lot of good skits that can go with it.
And you said you have ideas on confetti.
Oh yeah, I'm getting.
there's a
ideas.
good, there's a very, very good storyline on what
We got to
have
have gold confetti, at least.
There's a very good storyline that's all laid out already. Music's being written right
Sounds
now.
like they're tuning.
So,
I saw lights from the fire truck outside. So
Oh,
that's why I gave that weird look.
they're doing training in the parking lot. It is.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the songs, how the skits are, I'm pretty sure I can come up with a bunch of things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were also. I mean, sometimes it's not always about a song. Sometimes it's about setting the mood.
Yeah,
So you don't always need to have a song to set the mood.
yeah. I mean, the gold confetti would be awesome, but the hard thing with
Yeah, but then you got my.
the hard thing with the confetti is the city wants paper. It's like
Well, no, I mean, you don't have to
it's
have
like
gold. It could be
rice paper.
It could be yellow.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Not spit. No, I'm not saying.
Yeah, something yellow would work pretty good
Yep.
for if you want a gold look at it, so to speak.
In case you can hear that, that is not a submarine.
That
is
is
a fire
a
truck.
full, gigantic fire truck backing up into their. Outside his door back here, you open it up and that's the garage.
You're literally standing here on top of it. You're literally, right over there. You're literally standing over
joys
top of
of-
the trucks.
Of being
We're in
partnered with a
A fire company.
fire department.
An active fire department, yes. So that's
Which
we
is
are
pretty cool.
Very, very thankful for, and very, very, very cool. So
And we get to have this little space right here.
yes,
A little gem.
I can picture some. I don't know. I haven't really talked, what your
yeah. Well,
what some of the theme stuff. But
Once we get the music, then you can figure it out.
I mean, because we have basic ideas on how the story is going to flow, We have an idea how it opens, what we want to do in the middle, what we want to do here, what we do there. But yeah, like Alex said, you got to find music that fits what you have. And then once you hear the music, then you'll be able to go, oh, that's where we need to have a confetti shot, or this is when we need to have this, and this is when we're going to have this. And it all works out at the end.
Then with the spy, there's you got like James Bond you can look after. You got Austin Powers you can look after. There's some serious, there's some funny stuff there, and
spy versus spy. Yeah, so many different things you can do with
Get smart.
Get smart.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. But there's some good. You
can even do like Inspector Gadget. You can do Pink Panther. There's all these different things that are like
Pink Panther, a spy. I thought it was more like a burglary thing.
There's usually a burglary in a spy movie.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Can I pet your dog?
He had a minky. A what? Minky.
Does your dog bite? I thought you said your dog does not bite. He is not my dog. I think that's number 2, right? The second one?
Yeah.
Good old Pink Panther.
They're always good for a good laugh. But no, I mean you know how we do things. We want to be fun. The whole goal is to be fun, funny. We want you laughing. If you can be laughing during the show,
there's definitely plenty of laughing this year.
Yeah, it's entertaining.
Yeah, it's all about making everybody smile and get that reaction. And
yes, go out there to do the best we can, put on a good show, entertain the crowd, and have a good time doing it.
Yeah, and not spend hundreds of thousands.
Talk about funny. Every time I see it, I know this is going back, but I think it's like the Garden State String Band or South Jersey String Band. But they did these bears or something, and just how they move the head, these big old heads. I don't know, I was like 1996 or it was somewhere in the 90s, I think. And at that point, everybody just moving up and down and side to side. But every time they move, these bear heads just makes me laugh every time. And then remember when Greater Overbrook did like the 60s theme?
Yes.
Wild Bill, when he came out with the guitar, I'm like, what a nut. Just made me laugh. Because knowing who he is.
Oh, I love Wild Bill.
And just seeing him, I laughed out loud at that performance just because of him coming out.
Oh yeah, because he's playing. He ended up playing a character of himself.
Yeah,
that was even more out there than he is, and he's he's out there. I love him to death. He's such a great guy, but man, when you play a character yourself, that's even funnier. Yeah. So and you know what, you got to do that though. Sometimes you got to go out there with the mentality of like,
I think too, like people got to relate. Like I think with our beach theme, I think a lot of people related to that.
Yeah.
The Fudgy Wudgy guy coming out with the softball ice creams. They were made of softballs.
They were awesome.
But you wouldn't notice.
An amazing job with that.
I remember looking at him like, that's a softball. There's a couple of them on there.
We had 2 softballs, and then it was just insulation foam that was painted.
Yeah.
So, and then the cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
Make do with what we got to make it work. So as long as it looks good.
Well, I mean, it's just. It's not make do with what you got. It's just if you ever go on YouTube and look at some of the stuff out there for behind the scenes of different plays and performances, the stuff looks horrible. Like you get it up here to your face and it looks, oh my God, this thing looks like it's going to fall apart.
Yeah.
But then you go and put it out there, and it looks amazing. Oh, that's a chest. That's something I can jump onto. But you bring it up front, like, how does someone stand on this? Yeah. So, or look at our toolboxes we made the one year. Those things weren't that big. So, and they were just, it was literally, ripped 2x3s and Lawan.
Yeah.
Stapled together with a little extra piece of plywood at the top to give you some extra support.
Yeah.
And I think we put an extra stick in the middle so it didn't fall too far.
It didn't sag that much.
Yeah. But they worked.
Yeah. That's all it is. You make do with, I guess not make do with what you got, but whatever you're going to have that makes it look like it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of recycling too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's I don't know how many times we use like those the back pieces or not back pieces, the backdrops.
Oh, those backdrops we make over and over again. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, my pirate ship this year, the front railing, that was the fencing from our first year's jersey that was up front in their performance area. We just ended up knocking out another roll of picket fences and then painted it.
See, that's one thing that gets me. We put a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm guessing all the other bands do. There's a lot of things up front that help set the scene. You know, the judges see and whatnot, but the TV doesn't get that all the time.
No, and you know, even the judges don't always get what we're doing either.
Yeah.
And you hear that sometimes, and it's sad because, you know, the one thing is like we have. I mean, there's nothing against the judges we have. They have a very hard job.
Yeah.
These judges though are coming from they're professional judges. They judge marching band indoor competitions all over the world, all over the country. But for us, we're one and done.
Yeah.
They don't ever get to see us grow or get better or understand. They might not fully understand the show when we put it to them.
Yeah.
So you kind of almost got to take the show and like just sit there and throw snowballs in their face the whole time. And South Philly's really good at doing that.
Yes, they are.
They can if you sit there and watch South Philly's show, it's literally just like an assembly line coming at your face at full speed, nonstop.
Yeah.
And it's not easy. It's not easy at all.
That's why
everybody's trying to do it, and it's just if you can do that, you're going to get a good score out all the time. And like
all the big bands, South Philly, Fralinger, Quaker, Woodland,
Yeah.
that's their thing. They throw it out there.
Yeah, and you have
know?
to because that's the only way they're going to get to understand. Like, I opened the show up, I had maps in the back. I'm supposed to be stumbling out of my, we're playing Drunken Sailor. I'm supposed to be stumbling out of my quarters to go look at the map, and then I jump up onto the pirate ship, and I lead the band to the into a storm, and we get destroyed by
Yeah.
They said in the point, well, what's the captain doing in the back? I'm not really understanding what he's doing. Well, they don't understand the show.
Well, I understand.
But we don't give them a
there's
chance to show.
Two different, views. You got the judges. They do what they got to do because that's their job. But the TV, they don't show some of the things that we work really hard on. Some of the smaller things like that. Like I granted again. I understand they're getting all the bands and all. Everyone in the band, all these little things, but they do miss parts of the skit that. Really, like I know for our casino year, there's some things that they missed that really put everything together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
It's
when you sit down with
but
well, I mean that's one thing. Like we really shot. Like Sam has been really good with now that we have the TV. Now that we have a better working relationship with our TV partners, that we now have that static shot of the whole performance area, and that's something that we always had a fight for.
Yeah, we had like a judging stand one, but it wasn't really.
No, but now we have a
one.
static shot that shoots the whole performance area where we're at. And that gives us a great view. And that's a great view to watch. But, people want the close-ups.
Yeah.
They don't want this view. They want to see us face to face. They want to see our face.
Yeah, they want the up close, with all the the lights hitting the costume or suits and the shininess. They want to see
they want that sparkle.
They want. I mean, I tell you what, Little Pat gets tons of TV time because he's on those bells.
Yeah, and we put him right up front.
He's one of the best bell players out there, and they even said it on TV a couple of years when he was out there doing the solos.
Yeah. Well, that Flight of the Bumblebee he did.
That was just amazing.
And he was doing it blind. He couldn't see. He couldn't. He was. We got Quaker City helped us out. They helped us with a mask for him for that year. They helped because they used their template from their bug theme, and they were able to get us a mask, and they helped us with that, and we're so grateful to help us get on the street that way. But he couldn't he could see, but he couldn't see.
Yeah.
Because his view is put a pair of swimming goggles on and close everything else out in the world, and that's all he could see.
Yeah, the one thing I liked about that year was our arranger came down there and heard little Pat play that. He goes, I can't even do that.
Yeah.
That stood out,
Yeah.
with the arranger and the arranger, he wrote it, and he said he can't do it as good as he done.
He went back and actually tweaked it a little bit to make it a little bit
smoother
and a little bit more difficult. But Pat could knock it out, and he was literally he's very talented.
Yeah.
When it comes to anything percussion related, he's very talented, and he beats himself up because he missed a note.
Yeah. I
This year.
I remember that year. Well, I don't.
Well, this year,
remember,
no. Like this year, he missed one of his first notes. He missed, and he beats himself up. None of the judges do.
No.
He does.
Yeah.
Because he knows that he made a mistake.
And that makes him better in the end.
Yeah.
For critiquing himself so hard like that. But
Yeah.
But for him doing that, we get what he does every year.
Yeah.
And it just gets better and better and better.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a reason when you have someone who's strong at an instrument, it's a reason why you feature them. I mean, we have a very strong bottom section. We always end up having a song that features the bottom. We had a good
bottom section.
a good bottom section. We got two berries and we got a bass fiddle player that all can really play. And it's a really good, nice section that we can just put together
And
just for
it's
2 seconds and
Great
3
for
seconds.
a small band like us. I mean, we need that.
Yeah.
And we're lucky to have those, members like that are just, their craft is spot on.
Yeah.
It helps bring us up there. I mean, unless we get a bunch of people, we won't be like a Woodland quality, but man, we sound amazing.
Our music keeps going up. I mean,
It does. It gets better every year.
And this is it's no secret. We use Tommy King for our arranging for our music, and that's who's been doing our music for the last handful of years, and doing our music again this year. And we had that conversation. Every year, we keep bumping. Tom keeps pushing us musically and taking us to the next level. He's not taking us to we're not at a Woodland level. We're not at a South Philly level. We're not at Quaker level where the music is just insane.
Yeah.
But he takes our level and goes, okay, well, this is where you're at. Let's go the next step up and see how it works out. Yeah. And our music, and we're getting rewarded for that. It's not perfect yet, but maybe it's at 80%. Now we need to work on making that 90%. It'd be nice to be 100, but if we're at 100, then maybe we didn't go far enough.
Yeah.
So
there's always a little bit of room for improvement for
you have to have a room because listen, we can only go up.
Yeah.
That's the only way we can go. We stay where we're at or go up, and we're seeing improvement every year, and it's such an encouragement.
Yeah. I mean, with the music.
Now we're taking our show.
Now we're taking a show.
We're trying to take our show to the next level. We're working on that to make it to the next level. So I mean, we're 5 years old.
Yeah, being a baby band that we are. I mean, not just size wise, but how young we are as a band. I mean, granted, we had some broom but every year we're improving, and that's what we have to do to keep playing where we're at. Get a little bit better, I mean, like you say, every year we don't care where we finish. We're having fun out there.
Yeah.
And if we do, a little bit more extra on the show, it just makes it that much more better for us. A lot much better for us to go back. Did you see when we did that? Did you see? Did you see how that over there? That was so good.
And even though we do say we don't care, we finish.
There is something, but
we don't want to finish last.
Yeah.
We don't want to finish last. And our goal is to not finish last. But we also go with the thing. Let's have fun and enjoy ourselves at the same time because. At the end of the day, this is our family.
Yeah.
We're brothers, but there are brothers and sisters downstairs as well. And like you said at the start of the interview, 11 years. Our family's been involved in string bands for 11 years.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
and
some of these
we helped founded a band. We started a band. We performed on New Year's Day.
We've done what no band has done before.
Yeah. We're first band to get into this, to join the String Band Association. And we didn't do this alone.
No.
All our brothers and sisters that are downstairs are the ones that helped us get to that area.
Yeah.
because I mean, there's three of us. The three of us ain't doing it on our own. I promise you
Yeah,
that.
and they're not good.
But-
They're the
but-
Waltons. Let's get them in there and leave us alone. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't work that way, you know.
No, I mean we
The whole
we work
collective of everyone
hard
downstairs.
at what we try to do, and I'm so thankful that we're able to do this. We're excited. We love doing this stuff.
Yeah.
I enjoy every minute of this. So
Except when it's raining.
Yeah. So,
I'm just glad.
anyhow.
Yeah. Yeah. No rain. Keep the rain. No art. No four-letter words that start with R.
It's not rain on the parade.
Yes. So, well, did we miss anything? I know we already got gave us a hard time because we didn't bring up something.
Well,
no, I
You
gave
have
you a
your
hard,
favorite
I
costume.
gave you a hard time because you didn't word it a certain way. That's all I did.
okay.
All right, Jeopardy.
No, I didn't ask you to answer in the form of a question. So
Oh, Wheel of Fortune, right? Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
there's no wheel to spin here. I don't know. I think you had too much to drink.
Or not enough.
No more lattes for you. Okay.
No. I might iced coffee. Iced coffee. That's what I need. My iced coffee.
No, I think we covered a lot of good stuff here. You know.
Yeah.
So okay, let's end it like this then. When we're looking into, starting the performance, what is something that like you look forward to in that process?
Like starting.
Like when we're
doing
we're
a
actually
show.
out there doing and
When we're
learn
outside
and learning.
What I look forward to is remembering what I got to do when I got to do it. That's the biggest thing. But I mean, that's with everybody.
Yeah.
I like seeing it come all together bit by bit. You know, we do one section and we move on. Then you're like, oh, okay, that's why we did this to go there. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like a surprise every week that we're coming together with everything. You know, like the pirate here is like, okay, why am I moving here? Oh, okay. Little Pat's running in. There's a giant octopus chasing everybody. That's why we did this. That's why we did that.
Yeah.
When you're just out there, just us out there playing, and then the props come. I think that's the biggest thing is seeing the props out there. You know, building them, everything you're building them. You know, in our little storage thing, you're just seeing them. But then when they're out there with the music, they're moving around.
They actually put towards what we're actually doing.
Yeah, that's really
The show.
that's when I really get excited. You know, look forward to seeing all the props.
Well, this year was a perfect storm for us because we were able to finish all our props. We had our props finished on the 30th of December. They were
That's
all
like a record
built,
for us.
ready to go, set up. I mean, there was little things that need to be done.
Yeah, there's always
Little, there was little detail stuff that needed to be done to all the props. Everything needed all detail work. But we had all the props here for New Year's Eve, for our run through New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Down to the back pieces, even having back pieces on and off in the performance for the practice.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked out great. And we were able to do that. And that's how we found out about, oh, these are a little too late. We need to put some money in them,
Yeah.
Or
Because
someone
it was windy that
Yeah,
day.
Yeah,
a little
or-
bit of wind, and the whole front line started moving
Yeah.
back. Okay,
And then we had
get over here, lay down in here.
Yeah. And then I was coming down we had a gust of wind as I was coming down off the ship, and it moved my stair disappeared as I took the second step.
Yeah.
And I twisted my ankle and I had to take a little break for a little bit. And, but yeah, there was little things that we had to work with that we found out, hey, we need to make sure we do this. And hey, we need to make sure we do that. So it worked out good that way.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I enjoy all that as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know we didn't do it this year, but the past 2 years we did. I love the back pieces. You can hear that.
The radio call.
Yeah, the radio
Yeah.
call. Something about wearing those back pieces. It's the first time I ever had one on. It was just like the nostalgia of brings me back to Mom's house, watching them back in the day. That's all you saw. They didn't have these monster props. it was 30, 40 guys walking down the street with these beautiful back pieces.
I know.
And then the wind hits and you're like, oh, I don't like these.
Yes, it's a love-hate thing.
Yes, it is. There's something about just having that big plume on your back. I mean, I know yours have been monstrous, but
I love that big back piece. You know, you're not.
There's something about it, man.
There's something about, I don't know. It's, as a captain, I enjoy. It's not New Year's if I don't have a back piece on. And I was so
that
mad.
should be the captains. They have the most outrageous back pieces.
I was so upset the casino year that I couldn't take my back piece down the street. And
Yeah.
And then this year, I'm like, no, my back piece is going with me down the street. I mean, we set it up in the show where it was on at the end of the show, so I didn't have to go find somebody to put my back piece back on afterwards. Because, you know, after the casino year, you're doing your thing, and your TV grabs you, and then you turn around and like, where's my back piece? That's not my band in there anymore.
It's going the other way.
My back piece is gone, and I won't wear it again
but
the
that-
next year.
That was definitely a surprise the first time, you know, wearing one. Then you get that gust of wind. I remember we're both walking, leaning into that wind down the
Oh my
streets.
God. Yeah.
Baby year, right? Baby year was the first year, right?
Babies. Yeah.
Was it the baby year, or did I put? No,
No.
you didn't have. I made them for construction year, but you didn't wear them.
They were
didn't
like
have
signs
pumps.
or something, but they
I-
were.
yeah, they were plywood. They were plywood that I cut in half, and then I rounded the corners off, and we made them look like, you know, traffic signs.
That's the thing, you know, New Year's Day is I like that back piece.
But they didn't have no feathers or nothing on them.
No. That was all paint and glitter. But they looked like traffic signs. They looked really. I think they
look like what it was supposed to be.
Yeah,
you know,
it was the whole principle behind the fact is like, you know, they were theme
construction
related.
workers, wearing their signs in the back.
Yeah.
All right. This seems like a good time to put a stamp on this one.
That sounds good.
Got
to me.
anything else?
Me?
Yeah.
Do you?
No, I don't. I enjoyed this conversation. It was a good conversation.
I don't have anything.
I
else.
don't. We don't. You know, we have such active lives. I mean, we all have kids. We all have stuff like that.
Different sports.
And we
I mean,
have different sports, and they're different. All our kids are different ages. I mean, my baby just graduated college and got engaged.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, my kids are at a different age point. Your kids are, you know, in that, you know, preteen to, you know, little guys.
Yeah.
Little guys. So, and they're doing every sport imaginable, which
Soccer,
they should
hockey,
be doing.
baseball, racing. That's all we do. And
Yeah. So we don't have time to get together and sit around and talk. So,
this is the first Wednesday since at least New Year's that I had no sports.
yeah. So it's nice to get time to spend with your family, because otherwise we don't, you know, maybe I'll see you. Maybe I'll see you sometime. You know, Christmas is coming. So
Some week we're not racing or there's no other sporting events. Well, you know, we get together.
we have
but other than
mummers.
that, Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but it's great to
parade.
get together. And I think the last time we sat down and talked like this, we were down the shore and we polished off a half a bottle of bourbon.
Yeah. I mean, that'll be an interesting podcast.
That would have been a fun.
Not a Jersey String Band podcast.
No, not at all. No. That's just a sit around talking podcast. Right?
That would have been a 5-hour podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a yeah.
Yeah. But it was a good one. It's good. It's good to get together.
Yeah.
So,
And to actually, you know, sit down and talk about what we, you know, the mummery that we have between us and how everything really started up and came out.
yeah, how that binds us all together. Besides being just blood.
Yeah.
So, but, well, Chris, thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not a problem. I enjoyed
Alex,
it.
thank you for keeping this going.
Yep. Thank you guys for
Doing
doing
an
this.
excellent job.
It was great.
I like just showing up and putting the headphones on backwards and then
Yep.
flipping
I like
around.
showing up extra early to put it all up.
I appreciate everything you do for us. This is working out great so far.
Yeah. I'm enjoying all the episodes. It's great.
So
Yep. So
should be a good one coming out. Man, these keep coming out, so they keep rolling, and
every other Friday.
every other Friday there'll be one out. So
Every other Friday throughout the summertime.
yep. And then hopefully in the fall, if things fall correctly,
Well,
not to be a joke, but we'll try to pick this up again in the fall and see what we can do.
hopefully. If not, we'll
We'll figure
Yeah,
something
that-
out.
season 2 will be
That's heart of fall is heart of mum season, so to speak.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because you get. I mean, when you get in the mum season, it gets there's so
my,
much.
my idea was since we don't have a whole lot from January to now, June-ish,
Yeah. And then
But-
even into the summertime, July and
because
August.
people are vacations and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I mean, you
But-
figure after Mummers Weekend, that's when you got Mummers Weekend, which is the weekend after Labor Day, and then it's Mum season.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of bands that have their first rehearsal that Sunday
yeah,
for New Year's.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
so it's
All right, well,
we won't.
No. All right. Thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Like, subscribe,
Smash.
notification, like this,
Smash that bell.
smash the bell, smash the like button, subscribe, tell your friends, your enemies. All right. That's
All right.
it.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
guys. Bye.
Bye.